Welcome into Green Live. It's back. We're back on a Monday, and we're starting off with 300 subs. So shout out to all you new guys. We're so happy to have you. Let's try to get that up to 400 by the end of this episode. We were talking. Also, make sure you guys send this to all your friends too. Make sure they jump in the comments so we can talk some fantasy football, talk some sports bets, and then this is also the finale of the Better and Green expansion teams. So you guys want to make sure this is the first time that these teams are going to come out. So you want to be here for that. Ethan, we were just talking before the show started. The boys, the gang's going to break up for a little bit here in September. I'm a little sad about it. It's going to be an interesting transition. We were talking. So my baby is due this upcoming Tuesday, right before the Chiefs versus Lions game. And Ethan thinks she's going to come in to a Chiefs loss and a Lions win. That is unbelievable. I can't even believe he thinks that they can win, let alone cover.
Yeah, I'm just saying, if I were you, I'd push that date back to Friday. Give yourself a chance to, not have your baby witness the Chiefs getting their ass kicked just moments into this world. Yeah, that's my advice to you as a parent.
Well, we're naming her Patricia after Patrick Mahomes.
After Matt Patricia?
Dang, Ethan. He's quick today. No, not really, but September's going to be kind of a crazy month, but we're excited. We're definitely happy to be here today. Guys, college football, we just had the first week of college football. NFL preseason's over, guys. The next time we see a football game, it's going to be a meaningful game at Arrowhead Stadium. Ethan, I can't wait. We're going to have a pretty good bet on that here coming up shortly, I'm sure. What do we think, guys? They have to learn to be humble from day one. No better way than an L. Thank you, Aaron. What do we think? So Notre Dame took it to Navy, beat the shit out of them. San Jose State covered. I told you guys. But I want to know your guys' thoughts from the weekend.
Well, I got way too excited. I bet every single thing I could do on every single game. I went 1 for 11. Started the year off. I'm down 7 units. So I got way too excited. My only bet was Notre Dame minus 20.5. But yeah, I forgot about that new rule in regards to the clock not stopping unless it's within 2 minutes. So I blame that for the Army game or the Navy game. Every other game went over, and I wanted them to go under. So, yeah, just did not go my way. I was super excited. USC still frauds and trash. But yeah, a lot of good games. Unfortunate. I got to get back into the football swing of things betting-wise. But I was super excited. I watched almost every single game. Yeah, I was excited to be back. Just need to be a little better on the betting aspect of it.
Yeah, I took a peek at your picket there, Wyatt, on Saturday and saw it was going down the tubes quick for you. But hey, football's back, so I mean it's better than losing 7 units on baseball any day of the week.
Yeah.
But yeah, I had an underwhelming Saturday. I did pretty well with my bets. I had 2+ money bets, split them, so I ended up just under a unit after hitting the live under in the Notre Dame game. Yeah, then I lost on Ohio, play I gave out on the show as one of my best bets. Went 3-0 on Monday, 0-3 on Thursday's episode, so not great there. But yeah, I didn't even really get to watch many of the games. I only got to watch the first half of the Notre Dame game because then I had a surprise birthday party and was planning on just throwing the games on the TV. Well, they didn't have cable. And I was struggling to find all the apps and just preoccupied. So didn't even get to watch, which probably saved me some money, honestly. But my UMass Minutemen got the outright dub. So shout out to my buddy Travis Russell over there, a coach for them. Good start to the season for those guys. But yeah, this is arguably the toughest week, I think, as a football fan. You just got a taste of it, and now we got to wait. Football. So it's tough, but I'm ready.
We got Boss God back in the comments. What's going on, my friend? So me and my boy have been finessing in a 10-man league. Can you rate both of our teams? Send them over, man. Send both of them over. We'd love to see them. Let's see. What did we think about CJ Stroud only getting to play? I don't know if it was, I can't remember if it was 2 drives or not. I know he completed 2 passes for a touchdown, and then they pulled him. I mean, I guess he's ready to go, right? He's not going to be terrible when they play week 1.
Yeah, there's a couple teams that are going to be in piss come week 1. I did not think they took advantage of the preseason. Those 3 teams are the Texans, the Panthers, and the Falcons. All in piss come week 1. They benched Stroud, they benched Bryce Young, and they benched Ritter. All 3 of those guys need way more experience. They didn't play them.
Yeah.
I think I don't understand the Stroud benching, to be honest. You play that guy at least the whole half, maybe even 3/4. But yeah, they're going to be in shambles week 1, those 3 teams, I think. Throwing the Patriots in there too.
I want to add the Panthers to the Titans and Cardinals tier. The Panthers might be really bad.
They look
Panthers
terrible.
might be really bad.
Yeah.
Wow, Thielen, he's injury popped up with him.
Yeah.
That is not good. Terrence Marshall's going to be your number 1 guy now, maybe?
They looked really bad.
Hey, he's the receiver everyone forgot at LSU. It was always Justin Jefferson and Jamar Chase. Everyone forgot about Terrence.
Mm-hmm.
I just wonder why they're still forgetting about him now that he's in the league. You would think Stroud, he's on a team that's going to need a lot of help. He can't just carry this team. And it felt like no playing time in the entire preseason. Like, I expect there to be a lot in week 3, but if you're looking at really, like you said, Wyatt, all these rookie guys, they didn't play, like they played as much as Mahomes did and other like certified starters. These guys this time, are they tanking? Are they tanking? Because that is terrible. I just think that's terrible coaching.
Yeah, I
don't
get it.
I saw an interesting take on Arizona tanking. Because I forgot they have obviously their own 1st round pick and the Texans 1st round pick, which looks to be almost certainly 2 top 5 picks.
Yeah.
So they're like, just tank, trade Kyler Murray for more picks, and get Caleb Williams and Marvin Harrison Jr.
Yes.
Which I don't hate. If I were a Cardinals fan, I would be all over that. Give me 0-17. I'll take it. Give the Texans 1-16. And let's roll.
Good God.
I don't see why not, man. I really don't see why not. So the teams are Mahomes, Chubb, Najee, CD, Amon-Ra, TJ Hawkinson, Debo. That's a really good team. Versus Goff, Anthony Richardson, Tony Pollard, Jonathan Taylor, Tyreek, Cooper Kupp, Waller, and then Judy/J.K. Dobbins.
I've been seeing Kupp fall. Did he get injured or something? Does he have something going on?
I think people just aren't liking the Rams. The Rams just aren't looking very good.
Because that second team, I know it's only a 10-man league, but you got Tyreek and Kupp. Those are usually 2 top 10 picks from a majority of mocks I've seen.
And Jonathan Taylor's he's what, 3rd now? 3rd round maybe?
Yeah, late 2nd, early 3rd.
Yeah.
Tony Pollard too. Pollard is top 15, top 12. I don't know. Those are pretty good.
I like the Mahomes team better. If you had to rate both of them, I give the top one 9 out of 10, and then the bottom one 8 out of 10. They're both good teams.
Both really good.
Maybe I'm just a homer.
Yeah, the top team, my only 2 concerns are Najee and CD. Not high on either of them. Bottom, I mean, Goff, Richardson. You're going to have up and down weeks there where Mahomes obviously is going to be pretty consistent. Your backs look good if Taylor plays. Tyreek and Kupp are great. Waller should be all right for a tight end in fantasy, I think. But I'd give Hawk the edge. And then Judy, JK, or Debo, I'd take Debo. Yeah. Obviously, with Judy having the hamstring.
Yeah, solid squads, though.
Yeah.
Ethan helped me draft my fantasy team on Saturday, too, during the surprise party, so we missed a couple picks. Allie, send the team in the comments. I'd love to see what Ethan helped you come up with.
Yeah, I missed round 11. They gave me Tyler Bass.
Really?
Stupid.
Did he
Value.
Did he even get the best
Tucker.
guy? Yeah.
I know.
Who drafted Tucker before that?
No clue. Probably some other auto pick.
Probably.
But we got the second best grade, so I think that pick boosted our grade.
Probably.
Fair enough.
That's what it's all about. He said definitely going to trade for a quarterback. That would help because definitely I think that's their biggest advantage is quarterbacks. If you could get a better quarterback, I think that'd be big.
If that's a dynasty league, give him Richardson from home straight up.
Damn.
See if he bites.
Yeah, that would be awesome, man. If you could still get Mahomes. Let's see. We want to start diving into some picks.
Let's do it.
All right, let me scratch for us.
Oh, the scratcher.
How are we feeling today, guys?
MLB, not so hot. College football, I want to place this bet now. And I think I'm going to.
Interesting.
any
Can't wait
money.
to hear it.
Okay.
Yeah. It's going to get bad come closer to game time.
Boss God says it's redraft. Dang it.
Mm.
Still, you got Tyreek in Cup. That's going to be a dangerous duo right there. All right. Well, it's a good one, guys. And I think it means we're going to have our first 9-0 day because
Okay.
it says good fortune comes in bunches. I don't know how it can mean anything else.
I mean, that's
true.
just- All right. I
That's
guess
true.
I'm betting everyone's play.
Yes. Yeah. It doesn't miss. It's never missed before. Wyatt, let's start with you today, man.
All right. My MLBs are today, but they're a little later. So I'm just going to go through my college football right away because I think the line is going to drop. I don't know why it hasn't dropped yet, but I'm going to take Nebraska plus 7.5 against Minnesota. Love Nebraska this year. I love, I forget their coach's name, but he was the coach at Baylor and then the coach at the Panthers. What's his name?
Matt Rule.
Matt Rule.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys seen the videos of him over at Nebraska. He's doing some cool stuff, and he just sounds like a decent guy. He's a college coach, not an NFL coach. But I'm very low on Minnesota this year. I think Nebraska has a chance to do well this year. They have nothing to really lose, and it's at plus 7.5. I imagine this is going to be at 6.5 at kickoff. I can if I could bet where that line's at end, I would bet that because it's going to be 6.5. I like that more than the plus 7.5. But it's going to be a tight game. I think Nebraska wins it outright, but I love you get the touchdown and the hook there. So I'll take Nebraska.
Yeah.
Thursday, by the way.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. I wanted to dive into college football, but didn't get the chance. So I am giving out all MLB today, unfortunately. But I do like that play, Wyatt. My first play, let me see here. Well, I do have the Tigers hat on. Because the Tigers tonight are going to beat some New York stanky ass. But that's not going to be one of my picks because I'm not that confident. In that game, though, I will take over 8.5, minus 105. I think the Tigers have been pretty hot in their lineup right now, hitting a ton of home runs for really majority of their hitters. They're neither pitcher on the mound I trust very much. We have let me see here. We have Severino for the Yankees and Olsen for the Tigers. Severino's 3-8 with a 7.26 ERA. Olsen 2-5 with a 5.29 ERA. Yankees, I mean, they should have pop in their lineup. For whatever reason, they don't. But I think they can get the best of Olsen here and the Tigers. I think they should be able to put up a few runs. So yeah, I think both teams, I like their lineups better than their pitching. I think this game goes up and over. And the Tigers just gave up 17 runs to the Astros yesterday. And they've been scoring fairly well themselves. So I just think the number's too low here. I'll take a stab at the over.
I'm saving college football for Thursday's episode. So I have 2 MLB and a WNBA. I'll start with the WNBA one here. So I've been taking the Aces all year. It's been working out really good. We're going to fade them today. We're going to go to the Liberty money line. So Aces are running on fumes right now. They've been dropping games. They just lost to the Mystics on Saturday. They are being hunted. They are the top dogs. I believe regular season ends September 10th. So we are getting down to the wire. The Liberty can tie the series if they win this game. Right now they are down in the series 1-2. They could tie it, be a game and a half back from top, and this game is in New York for the Liberty. So I think that they're going to be the underdogs, and I think that you should slam it. Slam. Double unit on it.
Bold move, Cotton. But
yes.
Yeah, they've kind of sucked recently. I've been watching them a little bit. Debated taking them, did not take the Aces for a while, and they lost a couple games there, which was unheard of for a while during the majority of the summer. So yeah, not sure what's going on there, but the Liberty, I like that play. Risky play, but
it is.
I like it.
Wait, Ben, sorry, you were on the Aces or the Liberty?
On the Liberty.
Okay, -120. I'm seeing.
Oh, they're favored.
Favored slightly.
Wow. Take it. Wow. Don't matter.
I like it.
Double unit.
I like it.
All right, baseball, my arch nemesis. I'm just gonna go back to the basics. I'm not gonna overthink this. We have our boy on the mound tonight, Adam Wainwright. He's 55 years old. He's playing the Padres. The Padres suck, but the Padres lineup, come on, they're not gonna hit up Wainwright. Wainwright's last 15 starts, they've lost 13 of those games, including 6 straight. He gives up 5 runs a game, almost a guaranteed. Hoping the Padres can do it. I hate betting on the Padres, but I'm actually going to take the Padres on the run line, -1.5 at -130. Should be a no-brainer on paper, but again, this Padres team should be a no-brainer World Series champion, and they're under 500. So honestly, just fading Wainwright, and that's my complete and only logic on that play.
Well, this is a perfect transition because our boy is on the mound with Wainwright, and our boy's boy is on the mound with Zach Greinke over in Kansas City. And I am fading the hell out of Zach Greinke tonight. I will take Pittsburgh. This is a system play. Kansas City, first game home. They had 9 straight road games, 3 straight series. Pittsburgh, first road game after a homestand. System play going against Zach Greinke, -105 for Pittsburgh. I think they're the better team anyway, even though they've both kind of sucked lately. But yeah, pretty easy play here. -105 Pittsburgh money line.
You want to talk about home field advantage in the NFL? There's not a lot of places like Arrowhead Stadium. There's also not a lot of places like Kauffman Stadium for the opposite reason. There is not, even in Kansas City, you're not finding a bunch of Royals fans. You're finding guys going there for the hot dogs and cheap tickets. So home games for the Royals means nothing. Ethan, I love it. Here, Wyatt, this is Ethan's team. Are you ready? Or this is Allie's team that Ethan helped with.
Yep.
Mahomes at quarterback, already the best team I've ever seen. McCaffrey, and then I believe that's Aaron Jones as the quarterbacks.
Aaron Jones.
Evans, not Brandon Cooks, right?
Brandon Cooks.
Oh, that's gross. Kittle, Montgomery, Bass. Commanders defense. You've been reading some of my articles, Ethan. I love that. But Thielen.
Especially now that they got rid of Colt McCoy over in Arizona.
Yes. Thielen, Tony, Laporta, Renfro, Pickett, Kelly, and Hardman Jr. Dirty lineup, Ethan. I love it.
So the autograph picks were actually kind of Mahomes. I had like a matter of seconds to pick somebody. I logged in. It was literally like 6 seconds. I was like, I just picked.
Yeah.
So Mahomes, Bass was an auto pick. Montgomery was an auto pick.
I figured.
And then that might have been it. I might have picked the rest.
How many people are in this league? 12, 14? Looks like it might have a few.
It looked like quite a bit. I don't know. Allie, do you know how many people are in that league? I would say at least 12.
Yeah, I was gonna say it looks maybe plus 12, but just the fact that you got Renfro, Kelly, and Hardman Jr.
Yeah,
I mean those guys are usually not getting drafted in 12. Man.
I mean, Renfro's
and you got 3 of them.
Yeah. Kelly and Hardman. I think that was my last.
I mean, you got QB1, RB1. That's hard to beat.
Yeah, I got McCaffrey at 7th,
and you got wide receiver.
35.
Oh,
Did it go just wide receiver heavy, or were people just fading?
I don't know.
McCaffrey?
We literally like the actual surprise of the surprise party was right at 7:00, and that was the same time her draft started. So it was like I literally logged on. I had 35 seconds to get the first pick. Like it was our turn. 14-person league, yeah. So yeah. We'll see.
That's a good. I worry about your receivers, but that's a good team, Ethan.
Yeah, it took a while to get to receiver.
And Allie, I'm sure you did your work too, Allie. Good work, both of you guys.
But I mean, you got Evans, and then we'll just start Kadarius Toney and Hunter Renfro. We're gonna be two slot beasts. I mean, we're set.
That's the quarterback picket. I thought that was a wide receiver picket.
I wish.
Yeah.
Slotting it up over there, Ethan.
Yep. PPR.
I love it, dude. I love it. Did you give out your second pick already? Yes. Royals. Yep. Okay. Oh, and
Pittsburgh
Aaron Jones.
Against the Royals.
Yes. That's what reminded me. The Royals and Aaron Jones. Aaron Jones, I love Aaron Jones this year. She says, I only pick Kittle. That's the best pick, honestly, of all of them. I got the best value, too. I'm going to go with the Reds. Reds at plus 115. They have the pitching advantage in this game. They're trying to get back on track, make the playoffs. Neither team are streaky right now. You can get the Reds at plus 115. So I'm just locking that in tonight. I've been pretty cold lately, so I'm not overthinking it. I'm just going with my gut instinct today.
Yeah, love it. Love the Reds. I also like Abbott on the mound too. I like that matchup.
Yeah.
Again, kind of a no-brainer here. I'm going to take the Braves minus 1.5 against the Rockies today. Minus 1.5 is minus 150. Or sorry, 160. Jesus. Thought process here: the Braves just lost, and I hate betting on a good team like this that just lost because everyone's going to bet them to win. But the Rockies are kind of following Ethan's system. They just had a long road trip. They're now home. The Braves have played the Rockies 4 times this year. They beat them every single time by 5 or more runs, and their average win differential is 7 runs out of those 4 games. So Braves have owned the Rockies. They're in Colorado. I forget that park's name, or Coors Field. Should have a couple home runs. Should have a Braves slaughter. So that's the thought process there. And again, not trying to overthink it at all.
Yep.
I like that play. Ben, also to go along with your Cincy play, another system that I don't use, I pay attention to, but guys that I listen to and respect in the industry use it, is fading the Sunday night game. The 2 teams in the Sunday night game, which was the Giants last night, and unfortunately the Braves, Wyatt. But I think it's usually the winner that they look to fade, and that was the Giants. So
perfect.
That system plays along with your Cincinnati play.
Good.
My last one, the only reason I'm playing this is just because I don't understand the line. It's the grossest play on the board. I want to puke even saying it, but it's the Angels money line plus 120 at Philly. Philly has 84% of the bet, and there's some reverse line movement, went from minus 145 to minus 140. So Vegas knows something, or the Sharps are on LA, one of the two. LA has no Mike Trout. They have, I think Shohei Ohtani is batting, but has that torn UCL. So obviously not pitching, and I'm not sure how well he'll do batting or how many at-bats he'll get. Giolito on the mound for the Angels, who is 1-4 with a 6.67 ERA, so just complete trash. Taijuan Walker for the Phillies, 13-5, 402. They have their ace on the mound. So I would just think the Phillies, they're the better team, better pitcher, probably the better lineup. Just the price doesn't make a ton of sense to me. And that little bit of reverse line movement. So I'm going to take a stab at the plus money on the Angels. This is one I'm just going to turn my phone off and then look when it's over and hope and pray that they won.
That's the best kind of bet.
It is.
My third pick was the Phillies money line. So we can't go 9-0 if I take the Phillies money line. So Ethan, I'm going to get off of that. Right now I'm on DraftKings looking at the college football games. We have the Miamis playing each other. Did you guys notice that?
Yeah, I like Miami, Ohio.
Do you really?
Outright.
No.
I like them with the points.
I'm going to sprinkle them outright.
Oh my! At plus 575.
I don't think the ACC is strong this year, and Miami is always frauds every single year since '02.
Hmm.
Since
But
the
go
team
ahead and do
that
whatever
couldn't
you
read
want.
or write.
We got Colorado plus 20.5 versus TCU.
I
Is
think
that-
that's screaming TCU.
You
but-
think so?
I mean, that's the same thing we had with Notre Dame and Navy. Everyone's like, oh, Navy plus 20.5.
It's Dion. Dion's.
They suck. They have like their
Bro.
total wins is like projected at 2.
But didn't like TCU lose a ton of people?
Yeah, they lost everyone, but they still made it to the national
They
championship
lost
game.
everyone. You're right. You're right, Wyatt. Oh, this is tough. Let's see. I missed something over here. Is Travis Kelce, Rashad White, and Mike Evans for Josh Jacobs, Higgins, and Frymouth a good trade for fantasy football PPR? No. I am with you, Ethan. Kelsey, White, and Mike. Oh, gosh.
Yeah, I think I wouldn't even trade Kelsey for Jacobs, Higgins, and Freiermuth, to be completely honest. Unless I
Yeah.
was really hurting on running back and receiver, which with Rashad White and Mike Evans, it doesn't look like you are. So,
Yeah,
no. Kelsey is way too valuable.
he is. Kent State plus 37 versus UCF.
Is that what you're going with?
I don't know. I'm looking at it. I'm trying to get, I want to know your guys'
That's not what
opinions.
you're going with.
That's a bold move there. No, that has to be the highest spread until the Michigan game.
I love that, dude. I love that. Ethan, your Michigan State Spartans are 14.5 point favorites over Central Michigan.
Ooh.
Yeah, I almost gave that game out.
Okay,
yeah.
I'm picking all the ones that Wyatt absolutely hates.
I haven't been a fan of Michigan State all year, but that's just me.
Sparty struggles in those interstate games with like the Centrals, the Westerns,
Yeah.
but I do think they'll cover that spread.
Ethan, what do you think about East Carolina plus 36?
Against Michigan.
Yeah.
I mean,
that
Michigan was terrible at covering.
I think it depends on how much Michigan wants to score. If they want to beat them,
They're
cover.
without Harbaugh, and they just suspended their OC.
It tells
Yeah.
it tells you something when the money line's locked. You can't even bet it.
Yeah.
Let's see. Who are my Buckeyes playing? Indiana. All right, my official play is going to be the Buckeyes money line at minus 20,000. Man. Rice in Texas, Massachusetts, Auburn. Ethan, I think your boy got the win this week, didn't he?
Sure did.
My man.
The UMass win.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, New Mexico State's dead to me. They're the worst team in baseball or football now.
Probably baseball too.
Yeah.
That's another huge USC line, 38.5.
I'm just gonna keep taking USC's over.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, I don't know why I thought even debating taking the under in that last game.
Dude, and that over looked dead in the water.
Yeah, there was like
Early.
a touchdown in the first quarter, 7
Yeah.
points. Yeah. Then
Unreal.
kickoff. Did you see that true freshman #1 for USC, Branch? He
No.
had that kickoff return touchdown. He is so good. He is going to be the best player. He's going to win the Heisman before he's done.
Really?
He is amazing. Yeah. They use him as like a running back / wide receiver, and then he's just a return man. He is, oh my God. He was so fun to watch.
Desmond Howard.
Yeah, but he's like small. He's almost like I didn't really watch Jahmyr Gibbs, to be honest, in college much, but that's who I kind of like imagine. He's just like he's like a Tyreek Hill, but like more of a running back shape, like a little bit
Like
stockier.
LaMichael James from Oregon. Remember him?
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. You just got to watch him. His name is Zachariah Branch or Zach Branch. Yeah.
I'll look up some highlights.
He was so good. He was a 5-star.
Asker of the 9 realms. Not going to get us on that one. Not going to get us on that one. Good try. Let's see. Rock out. Got an offer for Damian Pierce, Tank Bigsby, Devontae Smith, Keenan Allen for Christian McCaffrey. AR, I'm guessing Amon Ra.
Or
They are.
Allen Robinson.
Or Anthony Richardson.
Or Anthony Richardson.
Godwin and Elijah Mitchell, but I don't need a quarterback and already got Mike Evans and taking 3 of my starters.
It is Anthony Richardson.
Yeah, 15.
Let's see.
Yeah, he says Richardson. I think personally, I'd rather have the Pierce, Smith, and Keenan Allen side. If you don't need a quarterback,
Who's your other running back outside of, is Bigsby running back 2? Or do you have another one?
we're waiting on that. I will give you guys my official play. We're going Dion, Colorado plus 20.5.
There goes our 9-0 day.
Why?
Who are they playing?
TCU.
TCU.
Yeah. Yeah, that's 2 teams I'd like to fade week 1.
I may put $400 on TCU.
Oh my gosh! Why? No way.
Everyone, I mean, it's a classic. Oh, Dion.
Yeah. It's fun.
I
It's a
don't
fun
buy it.
bet.
I don't like Dion. But yeah, I mean, I honestly thought Navy was the right move last game too, but it wasn't. But yeah, good luck. I don't like it, but good luck. It's not my bet.
Aaron Jones and Brian Robinson.
Yeah, CMC's tempting, but
Wyatt, you're freaking me out.
receivers are tough if you make that trade.
No, I'm
Yeah,
just
I'd probably stick with Pierce, Bigsby, Smith, and Keenan. Unless you have other good receivers that are better than them, but if Godwin's going to be your wide receiver 1, I would not go that route.
Is Central Florida, like, are they that good still? Their money
think
line
yes.
slide too.
Kent State is that bad.
Damn. I
I
still
think
love
Kent
that.
State is like I've heard talk about them being the worst team in the FBS this year. But they're always fun in action.
Yeah,
Well,
they used to run like a play every like 9 seconds. They had like the record for the fastest pace.
That was the heyday of the action.
Yeah, I think that was like 2 or 3 years ago. I don't know what happened to them.
Yeah. When Buffalo had that running back, Jared Patterson.
Yeah. Here's a little trivia question. Who is Kent State's most notable alumni? Probably.
Julian Edelman.
Nice.
Nice.
All right, now you can take Colorado. You got my trivia question right. You can take Colorado.
I can't.
Yep. Go ahead.
All right, guys. I'm putting my house on Ohio State money line. That way I can buy Wyatt an ice cream cone later.
99 cents?
Yeah. He also has Gainwell. He says my top wide receiver, Jay Jettas, Devontae Smith, Keenan Allen, Mike Evans, JSN, Dell, and Zay Jones.
Dude, that's stacked.
That is pretty good.
I don't know. Those wide receivers are stacked.
So he'd be losing Smith and Allen.
Gaining Elliott, but then he'd still have Evans or not Elliott, Godwin. Yeah, I don't like the stack of Godwin Evans. I'd keep Pierce.
Yeah. How safe is
I tried to
go ahead, Al.
I'd maybe try to isolate CMC and give up a little less, maybe.
Yeah. How safe
but I don't think you need. Yep, go for it.
Sorry, Ethan, not my bad, man. How safe is Jahmyr Gibbs for Rookie of the Year? I wanted you guys to get that one.
How safe
I wouldn't say
is it?
safe.
I mean, he's like a 10th favorite, maybe 5th favorite.
He said, I recently took a second mortgage on my house on Jahmyr Gibbs. Please say I didn't mess
He's
up.
not the 10th. What is he, 3rd? He's probably that's an over-exaggeration. But number 1 is Bijan. That's going to be tough to beat. I'm assuming.
Here's the issue.
Yeah.
Detroit doesn't get nice things.
Coach of the Year this year, though. That's more safe.
Oh, he says, I'm not kidding. Oh, man.
if I were
Bijan
to
stays
bet
healthy,
rookie of the year, I'd bet Gibbs.
I'd go Bijan, but it's like plus 200. It's not even worth it.
Bijan, Zay Flowers.
Yeah.
You
Definitely not Shroud. Definitely not Young anymore.
No.
Mm-mm.
Let's erase all those episodes of me being on Bryce Young.
Who do you guys think is the greatest bodybuilder of all time? Has to be our one boy, right? Baby, don't hurt me.
Yeah.
He did good for us.
He did.
Yeah, I don't even know his name.
I don't either.
All right, kids, time to finger paint. Who's
Yeah.
paint?
Oh, man. Everybody's going to say Jay Cutler in the comments, though.
Yeah, we're
Who
the
was
black
that
guy.
punter? Weatherford? Steve Weatherford? You guys know him?
Mm-mm. Joey
He's a punter
Sly,
for
though.
Yeah.
He's jacked.
Weatherford was a punter for the Giants for like, I don't know how many years. 20 probably. And now he's just like ripped out his mind. He could play D-end for him.
He says he's supposed to be a slot wide receiver and the starter running back, right? The starter running back, right? At this bus, I'm 99% sure my wife will divorce me.
He is supposed to be the starting running back, and he is getting work out of the slot.
Starter running back, though. I mean, David Montgomery gonna steal
Yeah.
so much. He's gonna be annoying. Is what he's gonna be.
Yeah. It's not a laughing matter.
Sorry, crazy. Crazy. How do you say it? Sinjab?
Sinjab, yeah. Yeah, I would make sure your finances with the wife are in order before the end of the year.
Yeah. Hey, that's why you subscribe to us. He says, I have a newborn on the way. Dude, me too. That's why you got to subscribe to the channel so we can do this full time. Give you guys the bets to not lose the house, not lose the wife.
I like the odds on Gibbs. I do.
Yeah. Yeah. He's probably got the best odds with the best chance.
Yeah.
Damn. Okay, I'm just going to keep it Colorado because I'll have fun with that one. I'm like, look, there's not a lot that I'm loving here. Well, that's not true. There's a lot that I'm liking, but Wyatt doesn't like it, and then that scares me immensely.
Well, I want 1 for 11 in college football. So if you faded me, you would have went 10-1. I think that's how it works.
Yeah, mine will be taken away in February, and good bets to counter the Jameer if it busts. I can use the savings just in case. Who are you? Please subscribe because we want you in the comments every day, man. Every Monday. Preferably NFL. Man. Let's hop over.
I'll be bringing some NFL. I think I was up 80.5 units in the NFL last year, so.
Wow. You would have been up 200 if we didn't bet the Titans.
Yeah.
And fade the Bengals.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, if I didn't bet a single Titans or Bengals game, yeah, I probably would have been up 200 units.
Unreal. If you want, just take out another second mortgage and put it on the Chiefs money line week 1. That's a for sure win. I'm waiting for Ethan to come back with something, and it's just radio silence.
Which one are you talking about?
I told him to take out a second mortgage for Chiefs money line week 1.
Oh, I was reading the comments. Yeah, don't do that. Take out a second mortgage for Lions spread week 1 and celebrate easy when they hit that money line.
Is Kobe the GOAT or someone else?
Someone else.
Yeah,
Kobe?
I have to go someone else.
Talking about Black Hawk Down over there?
Oh, why? Why?
He's not even in debate. He's maybe third. Maybe.
No. I don't think even that.
Can
Yeah, that's why-
Can I argue something real quick though? Everybody says, "What's Jordan in the finals? 6-0," and they act like, okay, he didn't lose any finals, so that's like a great factor. I think getting to the finals is something too, even if they lost it. So I feel like finals appearances matters more than being undefeated. I mean, I know people are gonna come after me about that one, but
I mean,
I
I
just
always
hate LeBron.
Yeah.
you do say LeBron or no?
I said I just hate LeBron.
Oh, you hate LeBron.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
I understand where and he also had shit teams too a couple of those
Right.
years. So I understand. But
That's my
Pippen.
issue is it's a team sport. It's
Right.
not like
right.
I don't know. I do like the Niners winning it all.
Niners aren't an AFC team. I do have a little bit on that. AFC Super Bowl champion.
I don't hate that. What is that? Minus probably.
It's like, shoot, what did I get it at? Like minus 130 maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't hate that. I think Niners and Cowboys are your best value.
Oh, Cowboys. Man, I'm giving. You're talking about the Cowboys winning the Super Bowl. I'm talking about LeBron James is the GOAT. This live, we're lucky there's not more people here. That could get ugly.
Yeah, no kidding.
Someone else is really good, to be honest. No, I need to make the mortgage back just in case. Subscribe, man. Please pray for me. We will be.
That's an underrated comment there by Asker of the 9 realms. Someone else is really good, to be honest. Yeah, the GOAT over MJ and LeBron. Someone else.
Who's that?
Someone else.
Just leaving it at that. Oh, gosh. Are there any good NFL futures right now, Ethan?
There is one of them I have recorded. I have not posted yet because I'm trying to figure out what I want to do with potentially selling picks. So I don't know if I want to.
Gotcha.
I don't know. But yeah, there are quite a bit. You want me? I liked. No, let me see.
He says James Charles.
James Charles. One future that I'm hesitant now on that I have liked for the last couple of weeks is the Rams win total over 6.5, I believe. But now Stafford came out and said he doesn't connect with any of the young guys on his team, and he needs a book of their faces and names to even know who they are.
Good God.
Which is concerning. But I still like it. I think the Rams are a 7 to 8 win football team. They already are 2-0 against Arizona, so.
Facts. That's a fact. Let's see. League leaders, huh? Justin Herbert, most passing yards, plus 650.
Herbie?
Interesting.
Herbie fully loaded.
Herbie fully loaded?
Nick Chubb rushing yards. Yo, why is Jonathan Taylor still plus 800, the third highest odds for most rushing yards?
I don't know. Yeah, it all depends what team he goes to. I think that's all. Yeah. What if he goes to the Cardinals? Do they even have 5 offensive linemen? Beats me.
They should have signed Zeke. Receiving yards. Tyreek Hill, plus 900.
Don't hate that.
He's breaking the all-time record. He's getting the 2,000.
It's a lot. It's a lot. When you got Waddle on the squad too.
No, they're not going to run the ball.
Probably not. Probably not.
No.
Calvin's record will stand forever.
What about
16-game season?
most rookie passing yards, Wyatt? Would you take Bryce Young minus 115?
Well, the problem is Richardson's probably not going to throw that much. CJ Stroud can't read. Levis is not going to start, so it's got to be Bryce. I don't even know what other.
What are
Hendon
what are
Hooker's
Levis'
available.
odds?
What'd you say?
What's Will Levis odds?
Plus 4,000.
I just don't know if he's going to play that much.
I don't. Yeah, I mean it's all a risk if he even sees the field, but
Above Will Levis at plus 3,500 is Clayton Tune. If you guys in the comments can tell me who Clayton Tune is and what team he plays for, I would appreciate that.
I'll tell you right now, he might be the starter in Arizona.
Oh, is really?
It's either him or Josh Dobbs.
Okay,
They
well, okay,
cut
then
Colt
it kind of
McCoy
makes
and
sense.
They
Callie's
cut
out.
Colt.
Yeah,
They cut him.
they cut Colt McCoy today.
He played like 8 games last year.
I know. So it's
Holy
literally
hell.
Dobbs
tanking.
or that kid.
Holy hell!
Stetson
I
Bennett.
did not see that.
Bennett plus
Yeah.
8,000.
Oh, I do like stats.
Yeah.
Love stats.
He's getting to that quarterback age cliff, though.
Yeah, he's always out of
Yeah.
his prime.
Yeah.
That's good.
Him and
Mo-
Stafford are the dads of the team.
Yeah. Yeah. Most regular season receiving yards, Zay Flowers plus 400, the fourth best odds.
For rookies.
Yep. Among rookies. Addison's number 1, Johnston 2, Smith and Jigba 3.
Don't like Johnston.
Mm-mm. I don't like Njigba either.
No.
Oh,
That's
between
interesting.
Addison and Flowers.
Yankees had bases loaded. Couldn't get it done.
Did Sinjab already lose his house? No. We're here helping him get it back. He also asked Justin Bieber. The answer is no.
No.
All right. Well,
Hockey, maybe.
yes. It's the Canadian in him. What do we think, guys? I feel like we gave plenty of bets for him.
Yeah, we gave him our best chance of winning.
Yes.
I'll do one more with no reasoning behind it, but I like it. Philly under win total.
What are they at?
11.5.
You're on the Cowboys wagon this year.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing that concerns me is that like the repeat streak in
Yeah.
that division.
Yeah.
I like the Eagles.
That shouldn't concern you. That should get you pumped about being on the Cowboys.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Anything else, guys? Or we want to head on to the next segment?
Let's do it.
Yep.
Okay. Man, I can't wait. Okay, so we're gonna hit this real quick, guys. The Better and Green Fantasy Guide is out now. $5 is all it is. This is hundreds of hours of research, custom grading. Over 100 pages, easy printouts for rankings. This is a no-brainer, guys. At $5, that's a ridiculous value. So you can get that now over at bettergreen.com. That's better, BETTOR green.com. Or you can just pay it now and join our NFL Survivor with the chance to win up to $117,000 through ESPN. So we are having a Survivor and a weekly Pick'ems contest right now. That's more than my net worth. Get in on it then. Get in on it over at bettergreen.com, man. Get in on the action. So make sure you guys head over there, get in on that. This is what our website looks. This is the home. Welcome to Better and Green. We got a bunch of articles over there, and then all those images, if you click it, it'll take you straight to the link. We got live scoring updates at the top of the website. Right here, join the website. $1 a month. For $12, you can get most of our weekly premium betting content. There might just be a couple that are in the gold tier, but besides that, you guys are getting weekly premium picks from us over there at just $12 a year. That's ridiculous pricing right there. $1, $5, $10. Let's see. Let me look at this $10 real quick too. For just $10 a month, you'll be recognized as a VIP sponsor in post-show graphics, mid-show graphics. We send you guys a thank you cameo. You get that big draft guide for free and cancel anytime too. This is not you have to sign up for a year. You can pay it. And after a month, if you think it's still worth it, stay with us. We'd love to have you. And then Splash Sports, winner takes all, $10. If we fill that up, we only need 50 people. We need a couple more. We need to get some people in there. The winner gets $450. All you have to do is pick one game a week, I believe, and then winner takes all, $450. Not bad at all.
Solid odds.
Yeah. Yeah. And you're only playing in a pool of 50 people. I love the fantasy football guide. It's very good. Thank you. Thank you. We think so too.
Yeah. If you're going to buy that fantasy football guide, you might as well go with the premium access. It's only $5 a month, and you could literally cancel after a month. Get a little bit of recognition, and sayonara if that's all you're about it for. So
you're trying to get it right. That's true. That's true, man. Because we want to be value to you guys. That's what we're all about, man. And with the content we're putting out, we think that we're absolutely worth it. So we're gonna hop over here real quick. And what do we have here? We got the NFL expansion teams. This is it, guys. This is the finale. We'll have 32 teams at the end of this segment. We got leaks from Roger Goodell himself, straight from the NFL office. They accidentally got sent to our houses. They sent 3 to Wyatt, 3 to Ethan, 3 to me. I don't know how all the same stuff ended up at 3 different locations. He's like, can I use the recognition to get more subs? Hey, if they're watching ours and they go over to yours, whatever, man. Whatever. You join. We throw your whatever you want to use it there. You want to use Asker of the 9 Realms. You want that to be your tagline. Put it in the comments when you purchase. It'll be right there every month that you're subscribed. And I believe we're doing 2 episodes and a live a week now. So and you're in that for the entire month. So what is it? 3, 6, 9, 12 different graphics you get to be in.
And that could even go up come later months here in football season. So
yeah. That's true. I forgot. I will be doing the extra lives. I have first pick and need all your advice. Melissa B, bring it on. Bring it on. We're ready for it. But yeah, get in on it, guys. Do we want to start or do we want to wait for Melissa's question?
Is that on YouTube or Twitch?
That is on Twitch.
Okay, I was going to say I didn't see that. Doesn't matter, I guess.
Okay, well, Melissa, while you're typing it out, I'm going to...
Ooh, 301.
301. Let's go. Let's go. Thank you.
Nothing gets past us.
Thank you. Would I be dumb to pick Bijan first pick? I wouldn't say you'd be dumb, but it's not the pick I would make.
Got some big old gonads if you're taking Bijan at 1.
Yeah, I wouldn't do it.
I think 4 is probably top for me. And even at 4, I'd take Kelsey over him.
They just
or Eckler.
Yeah. Algier just rushed for 1,000 yards last year. And so are they going to take all that away from him? And then they're still saying that they want to use Cordero Patterson. I don't know. That's a risky pick. We wouldn't do it, but come the end of the season, if he's number 1, then you can laugh at us.
Very true.
If Sinjab is still in here, just listen to what Ben said. Algier, 1,000-yard rusher last year. Cordero wants to still get involved. That says Gibbs. ROTY.
Yeah, that's true, Ethan. That's true. So, guys, I put these in the order that you guys let me know that you received them. So, Ethan, I got yours up first. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. Pull this off. Boom.
I think I'm a couple seconds behind, so I'm just going to wait for the graphic to pull up just to make sure I okay, yeah. All right, guys. So, first team that got sent to me, and I know location is a little bit weird here, but this is the Alcatraz Breakouts. And yes, Alcatraz, the prison in San Francisco where there is already an NFL team. I get it. However, Now there are two. It's going to be a huge rivalry. Yeah, this team is based on Alcatraz Island. Their stadium is right there in the middle of the jail, kind of like the Longest Yard, if you will. This is a little, it's not inmates as Alcatraz isn't used anymore, but yeah, it's going to have that Longest Yard feel to it. The visitors, when they're traveling to Alcatraz, they do stay in the cells of Alcatraz. So major home field advantage for the home team here. You can't fly into Alcatraz. You have to land in San Francisco, and then you take inflatable rafts across the waters to get to Alcatraz, which typically ends in death. So good luck. Games might be canceled, but we'll see when we get to that point. The stands are home and away, so you aren't intermingled with the away fans. You're all separated like high school here. And one of the worst things about Alcatraz the prisoners hated is they had to be silent outside of mealtime and a couple other times throughout the day. Well, the fans too. The visiting fans cannot let out a peep while the home team is on offense here, or else they're kicked out and thrown into the ocean to swim back to shore. So just a crazy home field advantage for Alcatraz here. Their color scheme, red, white, and black, just like jumpsuits. It's actually basically they play in jumpsuits, the home teams here. For food, they have rotating buffet style. You get your starch, your potato or rice. You get some bread, meat of choice, and then a little dessert on the back end, maybe a couple Oreos or something. Nothing crazy. However, they do have a stand there called Last Meal, where they're basically stocked with whatever you could possibly want. And you just tell them, I want fried chicken and green bean casserole, and they whip it up for you. It comes at a pretty penny. That is pretty expensive, but they do have the Last Meal stand. And then for drinks, they just have your typical fountain pop, your alcohols, but their specialty is called the Prison Bitch Cocktail. Now, this was news to me. I had never heard of this before, but it is allegedly vodka, triple sec, cranberry juice, orange juice, and almond liqueur. Never had one. I'll probably have to try it at my first Alcatraz game. But yeah, that, my friends, is the second San Francisco team in the NFL, the Alcatraz Breakouts.
Love it, dude.
Love it. Is there any museum of history or anything at the Alcatraz games?
Yeah, there are. It's you can walk around and read just on the walls. They have different stories of prisoners who were there. I forgot the Whitey Bulger, maybe is the guy's maybe one of the more famous guys' names.
Scarface is over there too.
Yep. So yeah, I mean there's a lot of memorabilia and not a museum per se, but a lot of stories and yeah.
Very nice.
Do they do
halftime? You get a viewing of the movie Alcatraz in snippets. If you're a season ticket holder,
Al Capone is Scarface. That's who it is.
Yeah. Yeah. If you have season tickets to Alcatraz, you will see the entire Alcatraz movie throughout the season at halftime.
Very nice.
Do they do full on lockdown?
Yes. They fire those rubber balls. What are those called? The
things.
Hornet snare. Is that what that thing's called?
Sounds good.
Yeah. Watch your back. They just start blowing a horn anytime during the game and dunk.
Another question from Melissa B. Calvin Ridley or DeAndre Hopkins? I'm new, so I need all the help. Calvin Ridley.
Ridley.
Red.
Damn.
Old man Hopkins' weave might trip him up. With his knees held out.
I don't know. Apparently the Titans fans, the ones I've been talking to on Instagram, he's going to be like really good. We're talking Jerry
really
Rice
good.
and the Niners good.
Like 2016 Hopkins good?
Yeah. Yeah. Perfect, Ethan. Asker says, "Why not? Feels like home." The Alcatraz breakout. Is it named last meal? The one stand was they start blowing. Sign me up. All right, Wyatt, are you ready?
I am. All right, I'm a little behind once as well with the graphic, but I think I know which one is first here. Perfect. The Chernobyl Mutants. Great HBO series if you guys haven't watched it. A great history lesson. But if you did miss that out, look no further. When you go to Chernobyl, you can get a whole history lesson, just like the Alcatraz. There is a museum at the stadium. But going back to Chernobyl, it's in Ukraine on the border of Ukraine and Belarus. This nuclear explosion happened 37 years ago. I know what you're thinking. There's probably still radioactive. Not really. It's safe to go. They're all already holding tours and stuff, supervised tours. It's 37 years past the explosion, so it is safe if you're only there for short periods of time. Unfortunately for the Chernobyl mutants, they are always exposed to this radiation since it is their home place. They practice there. So instead of having a mascot, they just actually have their own players are the mutants. So I have a couple player names just to get you guys to know the roster a little bit. They already picked out their teams since this team is actually already released and approved by the league. Starting at middle linebacker, we have Killer Hammer is his first and last name. He is a 6'5", 305-pound straight specimen. He almost looks like Bane from the Batman series. He can't breathe too well. He does have an oxygen mask as well. But that is their middle linebacker. Then we have 3 stud offensive players. We have Bjorn Savage. He is our wide receiver. He has a 10-foot wingspan. We have Blaze Diesel. He is their star running back. He sweats gasoline and is an avid smoker. So he lights himself up on fire quite a bit. And then last but not least, their quarterback, Slade Ransom. Leader of men. He also may be starting a coup to go against Russia and or Ukraine. We don't know. He is triple jointed in the shoulder. That thing is an absolute cannon. Just a stud team. They are absolutely loaded. But again, no mascot. This place is almost like a zoo. You're at the stadium. It's a plexiglass wall all around the stadium, kind of like a hockey. And it's also very much like NFL blitz. Super aggressive. Guys crashing through the glass. But yeah, you're going there. You can see it. I think they might have their long snapper. I think maybe double headed. There's a couple weird specimens out there. But the stadium looks just like you think it would be. Run down, beaten up concrete, cracks everywhere, weeds and grasses growing. And then just to your right, there is the crater of the nuclear explosion, whatever happened there, meltdown. They have a huge local fan base. And with that, they have huge merch sales. Unfortunately, the locals, they were not as lucky as the actual Chernobyl mutants, where those mutants their mutations were more like superpowers, like Killer Hammer. Hammer is just a massive specimen. Unfortunately, these locals did not get the better part of the mutations. So they really look up to these guys. So merch sales are through the roof. And then the food is absolutely disgusting. Their highest selling meal is a 3-headed chicken. Not great. They also have the limbless cow. He's filled with maggots, and it's not good meat, not good food. But that's what you get there. So that's a Chernobyl mutants. They are already a squad. They do have a shelf life of only about 3 or 4 years before they actually their heart gives out and they just become one with the earth again. But solid squad, very scary. No one really wants to play them. Definitely don't want to get into overtime. Games are really quick, usually running clocks. They try not to throw the ball. They're trying to get in and out the opposing teams. They don't want to stay there too long. But yeah, they are one hell of a team and very excited for them for the future of the NFL.
Damn.
Now I have a follow-up question here about the mutants. Does this team accept trades? Or are the mutants one with their own? They can only be on their own team.
The problem with them is they've already become like accustomed to the radiation. So when they get separated that from a long time, they get withdrawals. It's almost like the radiation is like a drug to them. So they are up for trades. They just, again, with the shelf life, not very fast, or sorry, half-life, we should call it. Not very long longevity, but yeah, they're up for trade. Also, players can come in This is usually where they go and end their careers. So not a lot of young guys. The draft, they never do really well. But yeah, they're always accepting. But yeah, once you become a mutant, you're kind of always a mutant.
Even if you get traded away from the radioactive.
Correct. You always, yeah, you just, yeah.
That's just your life now.
Yeah, you just want to be home with your boys.
Is this where Aaron Hernandez ended his career when he mutated his brain?
Yeah, he was between here and the Savannah Spirits. He was on and off. I don't know. I think he signed 2 contracts.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that why Tom Brady got to play so long? He just mutated.
Tom Brady, no one did not know, but he did start his career out in Chernobyl.
Wow.
Yep.
I thought he was just a late round draft pick. No.
Yeah, he was the one of the few mutants that got longevity with their mutation. So something with his DNA just, made him live longer. Yeah.
The best thing about this new expansion team is, of all the places in the world, Roger Goodell and the NFL were like, we need a team in Chernobyl.
Yeah. They got to support Ukraine.
Yeah.
Right. This is Ukraine cause. Yep.
I can see it because I think we got some stuff coming up later that I can't announce. I'll come back to it here later. But Asker says it's as safe as not liking Ronaldo in Portugal.
Yes. Perfect.
Chernobyl.
Great reference.
All right. Moving on to the next team. Unless, Ethan, do you have any more questions?
That's it.
I love that logo too. The monster and the radioactive, and on the helmet too. Like, he totally blends in with the darkness.
Yeah, that is a sick logo.
Badass. All right, I'll give you guys a second to catch up. Taking a little change of pace here. So we're going with the Kyoto Victory. We didn't have enough Asian representation with our other ones, so this is the Asian team. Japan, they decided against going the samurai route and instead focus on the strong will of the people and their respect for their land. Tokyo was way too populated, so we ended up going with Kyoto, just on the outside. It's surrounded by cherry blossom trees. And so on their jerseys, they have the cherry blossom print that's faded, kind of like the Washington Nationals, their City Connect jerseys. Very nice looking. They have the bonsai tree you're looking at there with a setting sun as their logo and as a reminder of their team philosophy that patience, precision, and perseverance will get the victory at the end of the day. They are very similar to the Berlin Blitz in their approach to the game. They are, let me see. Let me pick up. I think I jumped all over the place here. I was doing these. Okay. So I'll come back to that. I'll come back to that one. So all seats, they're equipped with cameras and hologram technology. So if a seat isn't filled, they can sell online to people with VR, and they can watch it like they're at the game. And then the holographic projection is of their avatar that they pick. They try to do people wearing their clothes so it looks exactly like you. People weren't wearing pants. They had to scrap that and go the avatar route. They have traditional Chinese food, Japanese food, and a place that sells just the sides, rices, and chicken on a stick. The lower level seating in the stadium, they have themed sections. So one has all hot pot tables and you sit in high chairs. One section is all hibachi with booth seating.
Oof.
And then they have the great Chinese buffet wall. They have an influencer section for all the social media streamers at the top of the stadium where they can record from, do their mukbangs, however you pronounce it. It's wacky, kind of like those Asian TV shows that you'll see randomly on YouTube that pop up. So they'll just randomly dump yum yum sauce on people in the crowd, just like a Nickelodeon slime. They'll just go up and dump sauce all over you. Mr. Miyagi is the team's mascot. And like I was saying, that they have, they're like the Berlin Blitz. It's because they're trained in judo and karate, so they all have 99 tackle and finesse moves on Madden.
Wow.
Yeah.
Really?
They're taking people out. Yeah, every single one of them.
That defense is stacked.
Yes. That's the Kyoto victory.
Interesting. So I have a couple questions.
Okay.
How do the cultures of this is in Japan, correct?
Yes.
Do Japan people prefer the Chinese buffet over their hibachi grills?
Hibachi's the main seller.
Okay.
Especially like sometimes they'll run out of the tunnel and it'll be one of those like steaming onion trains. So, like the choo choo. They push it and then the players just run out.
Okay. Or do they ever come out of like the onions with like the smoke coming out? Little volcano.
They do. They mix it up.
Okay, good.
Is it true to sit at the hibachi table at the game is the same cost as a Super Bowl ticket?
Yes. Yes, because it's all
I
you
would
can
pay
eat.
it.
It's all you
I
can
would
eat.
pay it. Oh, I would pay it. I am so there.
They're all front row too.
Ooh.
Of course. Do these Japanese, do they have any Japanese players, aka have the longevity of the Japanese as compared to the longevity of the Chernobyl mutants?
They do. They do.
Okay.
But that also gets them with the size disadvantage.
Mm-hmm. Which they then make up for with their tackling ability.
Yep.
Right.
They're
it
not
all evens out.
They're not the biggest guys, but their fundamentals are insane.
Perfect.
Is there are fortune cookies? Does everyone get a fortune cookie? And are there any fortunes that go along with this?
There are at the restaurants, but they do hand out personalized ones after wins.
Okay.
And they're pretty lame. They just say like Kyoto victory. So they're pretty lame, but they still give them out to everybody for free.
I like it. I cannot wait to snag a seat at the hibachi grill.
Yes. Me too, man. Who wins this trade, Mahomes and Kenneth Walker or Fields and Chubb? I agree, Ethan. Mahomes and K9.
Yeah.
Slightly.
Yes. Drinking McDonald's Sprite for the first time be like.
McDonald's Coke, my boy.
All right, Ethan, are you ready for your next one?
Yes, sir. Alrighty. The next team is the Dakota Rush. And before you jump on me, there's already an expansion team in Dakota. There's two of them, my friends. There's two. The Dakota Doom is north. The Dakota Rush is South Carolina.
Dakota.
And this game
Dakota.
is South Dakota. What did I just say?
South
Carolina.
Yeah, that one. South Dakota. Yeah, this is in South Dakota at the feet of Mount Rushmore here. So you look up, you got the monument right up there. And true to their name of Rushmore, this team rushes more. This team is run heavy and blitz heavy. That's about all they do. They barely pass. So like Iowa, Navy, Army, those guys are hot prospects to the Rush. Yeah, big white guys just love this team because they have so much opportunity here. This is, like I said, right below Mount Rushmore. So you got really nice view, open stadium, beautiful weather up there. Your cuisine is just as American as it gets. You got your burgers, your apple pie, anything that you're going to get, hot dogs, anything you're going to get on the 4th of July, they serve it at the Dakota Rush games. Music is going constantly. It's America the Beautiful. The national anthem before the game, they take it very seriously. Everyone does the Pledge of Allegiance before kickoff. It kind of takes you back to elementary school here. It's just red, white, and blue for the colors. This is Step Aside Patriots. This is the new most patriotic team.
Yes.
If you get in a pinch, 4th down, the home team only the Rush, the opponents don't get this luxury. they can opt, instead of going for it on 4th down, they can opt for a presidential trivia question. And if they get said question correct, 1st down, my friends.
Wow.
So a nice little luxury. They're all very studious. They know their presidents pretty well, so good luck stopping them. Yeah, this is the Dakota Rush. You don't want to go there if you're a pass heavy quarterback, receivers. That's like your worst nightmare. But also opposing quarterbacks' worst nightmare, because like I said, it's engage 8 all the time. They're bringing everybody. They rush more than you. That is their slogan.
I love that.
Do the South Dakota Rush and North Dakota Doom have a rivalry game each year?
Big time.
Okay.
Big time.
Do they play for any specific trophy?
Yeah, they the Dakota Trophy. Actually, the winner of that game, their state has rights over the other state for the rest of that
Ooh.
year.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's
nice.
like big time. They take it
Yeah.
very seriously.
Yep.
Askers has
It's,
got
it's more. It's bigger than football, if you will.
yeah. Askers has got to go back to the daycare now. See you later. See you later, man. Thanks for hopping on. So Ethan, you said that's on 4th down. They get to answer the question.
4th down. Also, 2-point conversions.
2-point conversions. So the punter, do they just not use a punter, or is the punter the one that answers the questions?
The whole team can contribute.
Wow.
Yeah. So yeah, they no real need for a punter. They have one on the roster. Just in case they aren't feeling witty that day. If they're kind of running out of presidential trivia, which they shouldn't be, because that's all that's a full day of practice for them, is presidential trivia. So, but yeah, they do have a punter on the team. Arguably the best position in sports.
Yes.
Do they have a presidential Hall of Fame?
They do.
Okay.
They do. Yeah. Presidents show up at Dakota Rush games all the time. They do flyovers in the the presidential plane. I'm blanking on it.
Air Force One.
Air Force One.
Air Force One. Yep. Air Force One does a flyover. Bald eagles also just roam just above the stadium. It's quite patriotic. Joey Chestnut is there just mucking hot dogs.
He lives there.
Yeah. This is his home.
Very good. Very good.
Does the president ever do any of the coin tosses?
Well, they did until Sir Biden got in office. They didn't quite trust him to flip the coin, so
True. Fair.
they
Fair.
have to wait for someone. But Biden is in attendance. He's just usually taking a nap.
Gotcha. Well, hey, we don't want POTUS walking on uneven ground.
Very true.
All right. Wyatt, your next one's up.
Let's do it. Alrighty, the Santa Monica Juice. And before I get started here, I have a trivia for you guys. Can you name, I just looked it up, I believe there's 10, the 10 sports teams in the major sports that don't have an S following their team name? And I have them all.
Magic,
Yep.
Heat,
Yep.
Wild, Jazz.
Yep.
Magic, Heat, Wild, Jazz. Let me see here. I know there's a lot in hockey and basketball.
Got one
White
more
Sox,
NBA.
Red Sox.
Yep. You have one more NBA and 3 hockey.
Oh,
Okay.
see, I'm going through football over here. 3 hockey.
The Wild.
Ooh.
I will
Kraken.
say 3. Kraken is correct. The last 3 have to do with extra phenomenons or nature phenomenons.
Lightning.
Yep.
The Hurricanes doesn't count.
Thunder.
Thunder. Nice,
Yeah,
Ethan.
one more. It's hockey.
Avalanche.
Avalanche.
Oh, Ethan.
Atta
carrying the
boy.
team.
Very good. You guys did forget one, and that is the Santa Monica Juice. It's coming into the league. First NFL team not having an S at the end of their name. They are very proud of that. You might be asking yourself, what the hell is with this mascot? What is the Juice? Well, it is so in depth that they've thrown off the league to try to figure out what's actually going on over in Santa Monica. Right off the bat, you got the bright neon yellow, bright neon green. For me personally, and what Santa Monica Juice was going for, is it looks kind of like a smoothie, kind of like a juice kind of thing. Maybe some carrot juice, maybe some mango juice, throw in some, I don't know, apple juice. I don't know how you get green juice. Something over there. Little juicy, kind of fruity kind of thing. Then you get that lightning bolt right down the middle of that strongman. Oh, then you're like, oh, juice as in energy. And you're like, yes, that's very, very good. You got it spot on. Like, juice bring the energy, all this nice and nutritious stuff also gives you energy, believe it or not. And then you got the strong man there where the real reasoning for why this team is called the Santa Monica Juice. Little do you guys know, maybe not, Muscle Beach, the home of multiple bodybuilders where they got famous. Schwarzenegger was there for quite a while. Nice little beach off the coast of Santa Monica. Is known for its bodybuilders and muscles and Instagrams and TikToks and all that kind of thing. But the biggest thing with the Juice is their team is severe juicers, steroid users, performance enhancing drugs. That is all they do over in Santa Monica because of the Muscle Beach over there. So the biggest thing with these guys is they are absolutely stacked when it comes to their team. These guys are enormous. Think of just these bodybuilders. They look almost identical to Michael Hearn, which is a TikTok meme guy. You got Arnold Schwarzenegger, Jay Cutler, Ronnie Coleman, and now you got the whole roster of the Santa Monica Juice, just absolutely stacked. The nice thing about them is, yes, there are drug tests in the NFL, but this team is so into their natural body supplements that it's just for some reason gets washed away. The juice and all the protein and creatine and energy drinks and all that kind of stuff just somehow magically washes away all of the steroids. I don't actually know the science behind it, but they are free of drug tests. It's actually quite a feat. What else do I got here? Okay, yeah, this team's flat out scary. We'll go back to, I do have their quarterback on roster. He just got signed last week. We have Tank Von Cannon. He is a quarterback and the middle linebacker, only two-way player in the NFL. He is 6'4", 300 pounds, 0.5% body fat, and he has a 1.5-inch pecker. He is absolutely a stud in regards to physical ability. The food at this game is very Californian. You got your juices, you got your smoothies, you got your mochas, you got your coffees, all that California shit that you expect. And then in all of it, little do all these Californians know is they themselves are getting roided right under the nose at this game. So the NFL comes at these players, they better test all the fans as well, because this is one big steroid fest. There fights constantly within the stands, within the field, inter squad fights between teams, fights with teams and fans. Think about the malice malice at the Palace. This is 10 times worse. The amount of steroid rage in this stadium is unreal. This stadium is not played in SoFi Stadium like the other two LA stadiums. This is actually right on the boardwalk. Very small stands, but you can view it from Muscle Beach, and you can view it on the beach as well. So a lot of bystanders. Everyone can see the game, and then that means everyone is in for the fight. This game usually ends before the fourth quarter final whistle due to ejections, not having enough player on the field, and just flat out fan interruptions. But they are a very new and exciting team for the NFL that will have serious questions on their drug enforcement policy.
Man, is Dwayne the Rock Johnson? Is he gonna do it like the XFL? Is he gonna be like in the middle of the field yelling?
Yep. So he is actually a live. He's a ref, but a mic'd up ref. So you can hear him throughout the game, talking crap with the players. Hearing the banter from the players gets broadcasted over on his mic. He is right heart in the center. He's actually the ump. So he's actually the middle linebacker ref. Sometimes he even gets in on the tackles. Hell, it's pretty much a free for all.
Yeah, before I get into my question, I just want to clarify for the audio listeners. This is Juice, Juice, not to be confused with Jews.
Oh, yes, juice.
That brings me to my question: is the Juice? He has to be a part of this, right? Is he the owner, the GM? Does he play? Is he the starting running back? Where's the Juice into this?
Yes, yep. So if I had a little bit more time, if the Juice had a little bit more time, there would be a Ford Bronco logo also incorporated into this mascot. Unfortunately, our design team could not get that finished before the release of this team, but that is something that they are looking into. Kind of adding another level of complexity into this logo with that Ford Bronco logo in it as well. So yes, the Juice will 100% be involved. Unfortunately, he's already pretty heavily signed by the Canton Goats, so he unfortunately has he won't be able to play, but he will be remembered in the logo creation.
Awesome, man.
Yeah, we're excited.
Is another question is what's his face from the longest yard on your team? Actually, there's multiple. The guard who accidentally takes the estrogen, and then as well as Hurley, the big dude who has to be in solitary confinement, and the guy who broke the deer toy.
Yeah, we are in contract negotiations with all of those guys. Unfortunately, the Alcatraz team is heavily involved with these as well. So we might have a contract holdout, but we are actively pursuing these guys, but a couple other teams have their eye on them as well.
Yeah.
The guys who are in, oh gosh, what's it called when you're out of jail, but you're parole?
On parole.
Yes.
Yep.
So these parolee guys, when they get drug tested and they do find substance in their urine, do they get like a doctor's note, like I went to a Juice game, and they get exempt?
Yeah, so if you go to a Juice games and you somehow test positive, you can send that test to the high courts, and they actually rule it as environmental things. Kind of like if you're on parole, you actually have too many sesame seed bagels, you test positive for heroin. It's kind of like those kind of things. Like,
Gotcha.
Yeah, they find shortcuts. Yeah.
I know you said the quarterback was the biggest stud on the team with the 1.5 inch pecker.
Mm-hmm.
Is that the biggest on the team? It's gotta be close.
He is right up there with the biggest. There is one bigger, and that, of course, is Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
Yes.
Yeah.
The Rock Johnson.
Train
yes.
the cock Johnson. Yeah.
Ethan, do you have any more questions for Wyatt?
No. I think I'd fit right in with the Juice.
So next time someone asks you the trivia question of teams without an S, make sure you remember the Santa Monica Juice.
Yes.
Juice.
And the Dakota Rush.
Oh, shoot. Yes.
And the Alcatraz Breakout.
The Alcatraz Breakout. We got 3 more. Wow. Those went right under the rug here.
We got a couple. We might have to go back and reevaluate that question. All right.
Well, they aren't official teams yet. They're still in the expansion. Yeah.
Exactly. Starting this year. So that's going to be exciting. So the Asian countries got a team, but there's another section of the world that is not we haven't focused on yet that we're going to hit right now. We're going to hit the UAE Kings, the United Arab Emirate Kings. So obviously you're looking at that logo, very slick. They got the Arabic writing on it, golden crown. The Kings are owned by the wealthiest men in the Middle East and Africa. The stadium is in Dubai. And shout out to my friend with the laughing gas. Dubai was lit, bro. I don't know if you guys remember that video. That'll make it into the edit though. They have the most extravagant stadium in the world. They have gold-plated stairs and handrails, as well as golden locker rooms for both home and away. They have the most suites of any stadium, as this is where the owners and world leaders watch the game. The owners, the owners are the first ones out of the tunnel, and they drive out in their pure gold Lamborghinis, and the team is following behind them. The players, they get to live in their own compound. So you guys have seen the like water bungalows that it goes out and then it kind of spread that look like a palm tree. They got their own for the players. The players get to live with their families in the compound. Their practice facility is so large and nice that global meetings are held in the facility from time to time. So you're looking at the World Health Organization, all those type of things. Their practice, every player gets 2 personal butlers who are available 24/7. And to stay within salary cap compliance, their players' contracts look normal. But what makes the UAE Kings so different is that they're able to give their players a little something. Like we saw how much the UAE was trying to pay. I forget the soccer guy's name. Do you guys know who I'm talking about?
Yeah, I mean, they tried to pay Ronaldo, Messi, and Neymar.
Yes.
Ridiculous amount of money, yeah.
Yes. So they couldn't get those guys, so they made the UAE Kings. Each player, after they sign their contract, they are given a solid gold Lamborghini, land, a personal franchise of their choice, a palace with the size depending on the position. So Patrick Mahomes would get the Taj Mahal to sign. So if you're a punter, you're getting paid like $50 million a year. So if you just want to go make bank real quick, you got to go live over in the Middle East. You got to go play for the UAE Kings, but that is where you go to make bank.
Jonathan Taylor has requested a trade to UAE. And every running back in the NFL.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do they have anything with oil at all incorporated into the stadium and/or team?
They don't. They try to hide that part away. They try to make
Okay.
it just look as like palacey and gold and nice. They don't want to be telling people where they're getting their money from.
Smart.
Do the Kings have issues with re-signing contracts? It
Yes.
seems like maybe one and done.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. A lot of the guys, except for punters, like those skill position players and roster fringe guys, now they'll go over there and they'll spend their whole career. But these good players, yeah, if they're like in a little bit of a contract dispute, it's just send me over there just for a little bit. I'll play and then I'll come back. You wanted like $100 million for 5 years. You go over there, play for 2, and you come back. You already made your $100 million. So everything after that's just extra.
I love the logo. It reminds me a lot of the Vegas Knights almost.
It is. It's kind of a crossover of the Vegas Knights and Ethan, your LA Kings.
Oh, yeah, I do like that.
It's kind of like the new and improved Vegas UAE is. I like it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Dubai, man. Dubai. The money.
Very sharp. Where's that money coming from?
Ethan, are you ready for yours, sir?
I'm ready.
Alrighty. The last 3.
Alrighty, guys. My final team that got leaked over to me here is the Cape Cod Great Whites. And I know what you're probably thinking. Cape Cod, Boston, Massachusetts, New England. We already have a team there. Well, guess what? We have 64 teams in the NFL now, so it's a little bit hard to find new locations. So they just name them something different and big rivalries. So yes, Cape Cod and the Patriots, major rivals for the city. Yes. Cape Cod, for those that don't know, probably should. This is where Jaws kind of came from here, from attacks off Cape Cod, Massachusetts. So naturally, they are the Great Whites, still one of the highest Great White populations in the world. Shout out Discovery Channel, Shark Week a couple weeks ago. This stadium is built on an aquarium. The whole thing is an aquarium. You play in the center on top of it. so you're not in the water, but just be careful because they are below you, and they taste enemy blood. And sharks like to come up, great whites, and breach out of the water and grab their prey and bring it back down. Just be careful running the ball against the great whites. That's all I'll say. And Ben, very similar to your which team was it? The Kyoto?
Oh,
Is
yep.
that correct?
Yep.
Very similar to the Yum Yum sauce. They also have Nickelodeon type slime that falls down on visiting fans, but it's chum. It is a chum bag.
No.
So yeah, I wouldn't go to a game as a visitor, but to each their own. Yeah, Patriots fans, they get chummed all the time at the Cape Cod Stadium. Your cuisine here, it's seals and an occasional human is what you're going to get served. Maybe some surfboard in there a little bit, salt water. You're going to have to learn to like it. Cocktails, you have the Shark Attack cocktail, which I don't know all what's in it. I know it's like that blue Caraco stuff with grenadine drizzled in for the red and one of those gummy sharks.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, a lot of those going around. But yeah, this is extreme Jaws themed. If you've ever seen the Jaws ride at Universal Studios or wherever that's at down in Florida, very similar. You know, you have kind of like some of Wyatt's teams. You have museum like with the boat and the shark. This aquarium does hold the biggest great white in the world. It's a 40-footer. So yeah, you don't want to mess with it. And high stakes for the players, for actually the home players. If you turn the ball over, you sit the rest of the opponent's drive in the shark tank. So yeah, ball security is life security. You do not want to put the ball on the turf. You do not want to throw a pick. They take it very seriously. So this team does not turn the ball over often. But yeah, this is the Cape Cod Great Whites, the new rival of the New England Patriots.
I love it. Do they ever talk about? I know that they're the I know that they're the great white, but did they ever talk about that the Jaws was really a bull shark?
They left that out of the script.
They left that one. Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Cool. Good. Great white's more intimidating, anyways.
Yeah,
it is.
Yep.
Ethan, is that why rookie quarterbacks, when Cape Cod drafts them, you see them bawling it? It's not happy tears. They just know if they throw a pick, it's donezo. Yeah,
I mean, that's like getting your death sentence read to you on draft night. Yeah, it doesn't typically end well, but sometimes the Sharks are full. You know, you just hope the running back fumbles before you throw a pick. Is kind of what you're hoping for there. So, yeah, you got to really play with caution. Some of the guys fake injuries, which is a bit of an issue, but you know, then they spend practice in the shark tank, so it's not a better alternative.
Are these shark tanks submerged multiple feet underwater? Like, do you need oxygen, or is it just so like you can stand up and get your head out of the water?
Yeah, you can have your head out of the water, but there's a lot going on below you.
Are the bars of the shark tank sharks are wide enough to get a shark through?
Yeah, no bars.
Oh, no bars.
Open tank. Yeah.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
So it's just open water.
Yep.
Okay.
There is seating for fans where they can sit in the cage, oxygen to them and everything, completely safe unless the 40-footer decides to wreak some havoc. But yeah, we have lost a few in the test runs, but Goodell came down and said a few. It's a pretty cool idea. We're going to keep it. So he's not too concerned.
Good. That's really good to hear.
Yeah.
Matt says, "Yo, what's up, guys? What's going on, Matt?" Ethan, I got another question for you. Is there a problem on the team? I heard that it's a culture problem. Now that you're telling me a little bit more about it, I feel like it's a shark problem that teammates are punching the ball out of their own teammates' hands because they don't want to be the ones in the shark tank, sacrificing their teammates.
Yeah, so that's been quite a look. There's actually ongoing investigation right now for second-degree murder charges with the players that force the turnovers. They're not quite sure legally how that's being affected right now. So, yeah, that's still out for investigation. But yeah, there is a bit of a problem. And if you have an issue with a teammate, just make them turn the ball over.
For turnover on downs, are the coaches then sent to the Shark Tank?
Yes. Typically, it's going to be your coordinators. The head coach has somewhat immunity, calling some of the shots there. But yeah, your coordinators, position coaches, not safe.
Okay.
Good. Matt says,
And this really, I mean, it sounds horrible, but this just teaches discipline. It's really, that's all they're trying to get across here.
it's all positive in the end.
It's all positive.
Matt says, got a dynasty draft coming up soon. Any advice? I got the 5th pick. Is this a startup
Eckler.
dynasty?
Actually, no,
one?
not Eckler in dynasty. Don't do Eckler.
You can get big old Kels.
Kelsey.
Kels at 5. He might go up 4 though.
I'd go Bijan.
Okay, go
Probably.
Bijan up. Yes, first draft for the group. Yeah, if Bijan's available. I don't know if Bijan will be available at 5 though.
Yeah. Yeah, I've never done a dynasty draft, so I don't know. I assume your younger guys go earlier.
Yeah.
So like Jefferson, I'm sure is gone. Bijan's probably gone.
Chase probably gone.
Chase gone. I mean, I wouldn't be crazy about Kelsey or Eckler or McCaffrey, honestly, because I just don't know how many great years they have left.
Right. Also, I feel like Dynasty changes things. I'd rather get I'm really against taking quarterbacks early, but if you can get like a Mahomes for like the rest of his career, or any of these other like a Burrow, Jalen Hurts, I don't hate that. Not in the first, but just like earlier than you normally would.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Damn, 5th sucks. LOL. Everyone gone. Let's
Hurts
see.
might not be a bad pick, honestly. I mean, you don't want to spend 5th on it, but
What do we think about Derrick Henry at 5?
Yeah, Henry's not bad.
he'll
Please
give you a
God,
good
don't
week
do
or two.
Yeah.
There's probably quite a bit of wide receivers you could snag at 5 still there that are young and good.
Yeah.
It's probably where you're going to have to go. Unless you're going to.
Jay Jetta, Jamar. I mean, Tyreek. What is Tyreek now? How old is Tyreek?
It's got to be like 30.
Yeah, 29 maybe.
I would rather feel like I'd rather have Waddle,
Yeah.
Diggs, AJ Brown, Amon Ra, Garrett Wilson, Jalen Waddle.
Yeah, that's tough.
Well, Kelsey shows no signs of slowing down, so.
Yeah, if Kelsey, McCaffrey, or Eckler are there, I mean, I don't know. I guess you got to choose if you're playing for now or playing more for the future, maybe.
Right. I feel like it's safe to kind of go in the middle because it's still a fantasy league. So you're still you want the younger guys, but if you've reached too far in ADP, like that's gonna end up biting you.
Right.
Yep. Very true.
Because you also gotta think in dynasty startups, like so next year, you guys are gonna have all brand new rookies to pick between. So every year you're gonna get that new influx. So get some really good solid guys you can have for the next couple of years, and then you'll keep getting that youth. You're not like drafting your whole team for forever right now.
Right. You can get some youth late. I mean, Kenneth Walker might not be I don't know what'll be their 2nd or 3rd round pick, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Quarterback, you can take Kenny Pickett, probably. Yeah, I don't know. I've never done Dynasty, like I said, so I just don't know how the initial drafts work.
I'm in my 2nd year of a Dynasty. I just wish we knew about Jonathan Taylor. That kills me. Because he's still younger.
I wouldn't count on him playing this year.
He could go to a great team and be phenomenal, or he could not play.
Right. Right, Wyatt.
I mean, I just remember thinking, oh, Le'Veon, he's going to play. He's going to play. He's going to play. And he never played.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
kind of where I feel with Taylor.
Thanks, guys.
I think he sits out this year.
All right, final answer, Jahmyr Gibbs.
At 5?
No, I'm kidding, but yeah.
I mean, he's probably going to be up quite a bit of spots, but yeah, that's tough. 5's tough in that. I feel like you want like 1 through 4, or just you're like 7, 8, 9.
Yeah. I probably want Bijan. First? I don't know. That's tough. I worry about all those people there. But he's so young.
Yeah, that's tough.
Jay Jettis. All right. Wyatt, you ready for your next one?
Yes, sir. Let's do it.
I'm interested to hear what you have about this one.
Yes, thank you. All righty. All right, we have the DC front lines. I know what you're saying. You probably heard Ethan say this 3 times today. We already have a team in DC. Well, actually, no, we don't, because it's in Landover, Maryland. It's in a piece of crap place. It's 30 minutes away. We have a wide open stadium in DC that it's not being used because it has asbestos or whatever. But we're gonna knock down that stadium, build a new one in the heart of DC. And here's a question for you guys. Why do the Naval Academy, the Army, the Air Force, why do they have college teams? Why don't they have a professional team? I don't know.
True.
So this is a team only for our armed forces, and that's the only people who are eligible to play. You only have to serve 1 year. I know terms are usually like 4 something years in the Army, Navy, all that stuff. But even if you served, and that includes ROTC, all those weird kids in school. So you're eligible to play for the DC front lines. Also, nice thing about the DC front lines is their home field is in Washington, DC, like I just said, but they are the front lines. So I think we did just deploy some troops the other day. So guess where DC's playing this week? They go to wherever the troops are deployed. So I think we just sent some troops over to Afghanistan or something. Next week's game, Afghanistan. So it's a home field for those deployed troops, so they always feel like they're at home. And these are very rowdy games, no matter where they are. If it's on the U.S., if it's overseas, it doesn't matter. But just like Harry Potter and the games they play in, I think it's the 4th movie, like the houses, Gryffindor, Slytherin, they all dress up for the games and their colors. Same thing goes on in a DC Frontlines game. The Army dresses up in their colors, in their uniforms. The Navy dresses up in theirs. The Air Force, you even got Space Force up there. The Coast Guard's in on it. And they're all lined up in aisles and stripes. So it's like a striped stadium. It looks really cool. And these are just super, super rowdy stadiums. They all are doing all their military cheers and slogans and songs / whatever they're called. Line order things. So it's chaos. It's like a soccer game. It's just absolute chaos. So the whole first deck is all military personnel. It's completely super restrictive, only military. Second deck is normal citizens can go and watch this game because, of course, you want to go support our troops. And what better way to support our troops than going to a DC Frontlines game? The food here, honestly, is terrible. It's all military food, as if you were going off and shipping to battle. It's basically you open up and just add water, and that's what you're eating. So a bunch of mush. It's not great. They do have a bunch of high-up suites for these games, just like the Dakota Rush. We have a president suite because he is the commander of arms, or whatever that term is for the president. You have all the high up generals, you have senators, you have Congress, you have all these people attending the DC front lines. And above the stadium, because we have all these high important people in one place, if it is held in DC, they are missile launchers coming out of the stadium. So this actually works as an operating military base as well. So not just a stadium, but it is also a base, the biggest base in the U.S. And again, very well protected, lots of missiles, lots of submarines, all that kind of jazz. This is the most disciplined team you've ever seen. Of course, they're going to run the triple option. The totals of these games are usually set right around 9.5 points. them playing the DC Frontlines playing the Dakota Rush may be a 3-3 ball game, ends in a tie. But yeah, triple option. They each drive lasts a quarter and a half. We're talking 22-minute drives. Very well disciplined. 3 yards of play. That's all you need when you're running 4 downs. Just a great team to represent our troops and to actually be the heart of this nation in one sports team. So we don't really have that because I don't count the Redskins or the Commanders as a DC team, and they don't really have the United States cores and values deep down, but the DC front lines do. And they also, again, when we get deployed, if there ever, God forbid, is another world war, the DC front lines will follow them, and they will at least have football to watch while they're serving our country. So very excited for them, and finally a chance for all these academy schools to go and play on at the next level.
I love it. I got a quick question. So,
yep.
Actually, you know what, Ethan? I'm gonna let you go first. I'll save it.
Yeah, I love the premise behind this team here. I think it's a great idea to get all these Naval Academy guys more recognition, an easier stride into the professional football league there. So, yeah, love that. I know I guess I'll ask, I assume they work pretty closely with the Rush. Not like it's a feeder system per se, but just 2 very similar type teams, type offenses. A lot of the same type of players for each team. Are they working together in any way here?
So you see a lot of them like during training in summer. They usually intermingle there. They're really good buddies. But the only thing, keeping the Rush guys off the DC front lines is just the serving stuff. So, but the Rush are, as we all know, are great Americans, great patriots. They just lack the serve. They just haven't served. So that's the only thing that separates these guys. But yeah, these guys are buddies. They hold inter squad scrimmages between the 2 teams every single year, multiple times in the off season. They're basically the same team, just one is serving and one is just extreme patriots.
One's corn fed and one served.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah. Is it true that when they announced that they were becoming a team, that their like whole marketing is to the people who were anti-kneeling, the whole Kaepernick, people that lost said, I'm not going to watch football ever again. That's like their hit, those guys.
Yep. So there's also, there's no handicap accessible things, nothing. So if you go there, there's no question you're standing for the national anthem. So there's not even any handicap ramp. So if someone makes the argument that, I'm handicapped, I can't stand up, well, you couldn't get into the stadium. So we're just keeping that out. Everyone will stand, and they do sing as well for the national anthem.
When the troops are sent away on duty, do they even play road games, or are they always the home team? Whoever they play on the schedule, they have to come to them.
So it's kind of just a modge-podge of, so if they're away, it's just kind of who's based over here. So the roster, this is where it gets a little difficult to follow. The roster of the DC front lines is thousands of players. So there are always on active reserve. So if someone just got sent over to, the Middle East and they have a home game or an away game over, that Santa Monica, if they had a away game, then there is a Navy base over in California, and those guys would suit up for the game. But if they were just sent off and a majority of their starters were, say, sent over to Ukraine, then they would go play over in Ukraine. They just bring the whole team and they'd play as if it was a home game. But yeah, it definitely gets tough, especially for scouting. If you're another team, you got to scout thousands of players. You don't know who's going to be there that week.
So they have to stay strapped up, like military wise and game wise.
Yeah, they're just specimens. Yeah. Yep.
What units, dude?
Yeah. They get it.
All right, Ethan, any more questions?
I love it. I think I just became a Frontlines fan.
All right, guys. All of these teams and ideas over this whole series have been great. They have been absolutely out of this world, which is my segment into Ground Genesis, brought to you by Daddy Elon. So this is the first team not on planet Earth. This is on a moon. This is moon-based. Tell Tesla owned and themed. You see the big T on the helmet and the Tesla going up. Helmets and uniforms are astronaut themed. So you see it's got the white dome with the black lid. All players have to wear the visor. The all black visor. There's less gravity in the stadium, so that means passes are going further. Hurdles, they're jumping higher over dudes. This is just a total, I don't even know what to call it, but just, it's like the mutants, but these guys are just normal dudes playing with little gravity. They play in a huge glass dome with 360-degree views. It's like those triangles that you see for all the space stuff. The food is the astronaut food tubes. So like you see them like sucking, they're eating a steak out of a toothpaste looking tube. That's what you got. You got that and freeze dried ice cream. There are little, I don't even know what to call them, pods up there. There's like a place to live, a place for storage, and then the place where they play. And you're going to take a Tesla lunar rover and you just go from each pod. It just takes you where you need to go. There's no walking around there. The home team, so the Genesis, they're actually only up there 10 weeks a year. Their training camp is down in Houston because that's where a lot of the NASA stuff is. So the reason for that, why they don't stay up there, is because with astronauts, you guys might know this already, but their bones start to get, if you stay up there too long, you lose bone density because it doesn't have that pressure. So these dudes would be snapping their legs if they stayed up there year round. So they're only up there 10 weeks a year. So they don't have like any home possessions up there. It's like you're staying at a Holiday Inn, basically. Let's see. The stadium workers, mechanics, and drivers are all androids with advanced AI. So you're not dealing with any people. Everything is robot done. There's no concern about extraterrestrial threats either, because as far as, you don't say the A word because that's offensive, but as far as the terrestrials go, that's their home team. That's who they're rooting for. So they don't want to have anything to do with getting rid of Ground Genesis. Elon actually became the richest man in history. If you take everybody, Bezos, and everyone in the history of the world combined, they still don't equal up what Elon has right now, because he signed a broadcast deal with the terrestrials worth Quaigu Bao.
Yeah. What was that?
Quaigu Bao. That's their currency in space. I can't say dollars because it's not dollars. That's what they call it.
Did you make that up?
No, I didn't make that up. That's what I saw in the packet.
That's hilarious. That's it.
Well, they also have to go up in SpaceX. Like SpaceX themed, not themed, SpaceX sanctioned, whatever you call them, spaceships, rockets. Like if you try to take a Virgin, one of their rockets up there, they're going to turn you away. They're going to say, nope, send you back down. You can't go there. So everything has to be through Elon, which is another way he makes so much money off of this.
Now, do the visiting teams, do they always get a bye week after they go to space to play?
No.
So that's a major scheduling spot.
It is.
Fade the team coming back from space.
Yes.
This is going to be a moneymaker.
Yes.
What is the fatality rate of teams coming up and going down? Have they gotten pretty good at transportation, or is it still kind of rocky?
No, they're pretty good, man. They're pretty good. Okay. Elon's got it figured out. Okay. He had to make sure, and there is a city up there. So he's getting, and why Genesis, he's starting anew. He's starting a civilization up there away from Earth that is self-sustaining. So they've made a lot more advancements than we know of currently.
Do we have any knowledge of the ratio between U.S. dollars and
Quaigu Bao? Yeah, it's about man, I would say $1 million is probably like around like
Was that a space currency or was that the Kyoto
I
currency?
knew you were gonna say that. No, that's space currency. That's international.
Okay.
It's like Bitcoin for us. It's just one international currency, or sorry, intergalactic currency.
Oh man.
Good God.
You've got to see how much he spends to broadcast it to the entire universe. Though that's insane.
Is
How
there
do go ahead.
is anyone nervous about implosion?
No, that.
Very safe getting up and down.
So this is the thing. Everybody has faith in these AI robots that are making all this stuff. There hasn't been any accidents yet, but you know the first thing that happens, everybody's going to say, "Oh, why do we trust robots and not people?" So as far as right now, it might just be a fake sense of security.
Right.
Might even be an iRobot situation at some point.
Very good. Very good. At some point, do you think in the near future you could see robots playing instead?
You could.
Okay.
It has been talked about. The thing that they're concerned about, no injuries to robots.
Very true.
No injuries, and they can just play for forever.
Very
True.
So I'd bet on it.
Lifetime
Right.
contract.
Lifetime contract, yes. They also say since they have no souls or no sentient being that they can't play. That you have to at least be like even the spirits are sentient.
Hernandez played.
So did Andy Dalton.
Yeah, Dolan's been in the league for a while.
That's good. That's good. So we hit all the bases, guys. We hit everything.
Every group of people should have a team to root for.
You
Yep.
do have to sign a waiver though, for the Ground Genesis games because they're trying to integrate, and I know integration is a big talking point, but they're trying to get aliens to be able to go. Oh my God! See, I said the A word.
Oh,
They're trying to get. I'm gonna get canceled, dude.
you just got
Terrestrials.
fined. You just got fined. Quacko, big gong.
I did. Dude. Oh, I can't even pay that, man. So they're just gonna boost me out into space. But yeah. I forgot where I was even going with that. Oh, extraterrestrials. They're trying to integrate them into the stadium. So like they have this big like in racism is big. You see it on the back of the helmets now. That's a real big thing for up there.
Okay.
A lot of
Right.
racism against terrestrials.
Yeah. Yeah. Very. I agree.
Ben, maybe your slip up will catch Elon's attention and he can monetize our Twitter account while he's at it. Just throw a little bit of wow.
Start away, man. Just
Oh,
do
that's
it.
too much.
See, I'm getting greedy.
I don't think he'd ever fall for that.
So let's go back real quick with the new teams coming into the league. We got the Ground Genesis, the DC Frontlines, the Cape Cod Great Whites, the UAE Kings, the Santa Monica Juice, the Dakota Rush, the Kyoto Victory, the Chernobyl Mutants, and the Alcatraz Breakout. The
These
32
teams mean business.
The new era of the NFL is going to be scary.
Unreal. Unreal, dude. They will have to be. Now, I believe, you guys correct me if I'm wrong, but like the first couple years, it's going to be like the AFL and NFL. They're not immediately integrating.
Yeah.
So
They
these
got to give
32
us some, they got to test it a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of testing going on. I mean, with the mutants and the bobbies from past expansions, the spirits, the goats. I mean, there's a lot of rough conditions that
Yes.
these teams are going to have to go
Yeah.
through here.
There's going to be some stuff the league will have to figure out. That's not our problem, though.
No.
The Doom. the initial creators of the dark playing area. No lights.
Yes. The
That caught on like wildfire. That's all over the new league.
It did.
the oh, what was the one that had the A words involved?
Oh, the Albuquerque Visitors.
Yes.
Yes,
Them and the Mutants are gonna have some games.
dude.
Yeah. Totally forgot about those guys.
Yeah.
Maybe they were talking about maybe they got the script before we did, Albuquerque.
Could have.
They
Probably.
knew these guys were coming.
Probably. Hey, and I heard like a broadcasting issue that these are not going to be on TV.
Yeah, they're working on it, but
Working on the networks. Yeah.
said don't cross your fingers.
Okay. I just got word that
From Dean Blandino?
from Dean Blandino, yes. I got word from him that we actually, our bid won. So all 16 weeks, including the playoffs and their Super Bowl, which is done, I believe that it's replacing the Pro Bowl for the NFL,
Mhm.
is all going to be through articles on bettergreen.com.
Really?
We won, guys.
We did it. All right.
Let's
I
go.
mean, you might as well head over to betterandgreen.com then and get a head start on this expansion NFL season.
Yes. Yeah, it kicks
just
off
gotta-
soon.
we just got to find a bank that will take.
I know a guy. On the moon.
My bookie probably accepts that.
Yeah. I actually think I just paid my bookie in that last week.
What do you mean you don't accept it? This is ridiculous.
Sorry, sir. I converted all my dollars into ching chong.
Ethan busted out the ching chong. I don't think that's integral.
That is not allowed.
Oh, when we get canceled, our YouTube channel's taken down. They're gonna point back to this episode.
Man.
The Santa Monica Jews.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna head over here real quick before we get out of here. Make sure you guys join Splash Sports. $10 if we get that entire thing filled up. $450 to the winner. Winner takes all. That's over at bettergreen.com. Also, while you're over there, make sure you choose one of our sponsor levels. $1, $5, and $10. Super affordable. So just $1 a month, you guys can get access to almost all of our articles for just $12 a year, which is unreal. This is bettergreen.com or bettergreen.com, BETTOR green.com. Here's some of our articles that are up now. NFL Survivor and weekly pick'ems also available on the website. Went up to $117,000. Join at bettergreen.com. Our draft guide is out right now for $5, guys. You can't get a draft guide cheaper than that or better than this. So get it while you can. Get it before your fantasy drafts. Guys, we almost hit 400. We were almost there.
We're
stalled
close.
at 301.
But that's better than 300.
Yes, it is. Yes,
I
it
bet you
is.
the Spartans are 300, which they just had one more.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right.
Could have changed a lot of things.
Yeah.
All right, guys, departing words.
Yeah. Thanks again for everyone for joining us, giving us the questions and the comments. And yeah, if you like this content, if you like what we do, it really would help us if you just give us a like, a follow, or a subscription. And then leave a comment after we're done with the live. I guess the YouTube algorithm likes the post live comments more than they do the during the live. So leave us anything. I mean, tell us we suck. Tell us you like us. It doesn't really matter. Leave us something, please. Ask questions there. We'll get to them. We'll answer you. But yeah, I mean, we love doing this. We want to put our heart and soul into it. And the way that we're going to be able to do that is with likes, subscriptions, comments, tell your friends, spread the word. Keep coming back Mondays. We're having a ton of fun with this.
For sure. Super excited. Football is back. College football in full swing this week. So stay tuned for college football content. And then the NFL is coming shortly as well. So a lot of good stuff coming, and I feel like we're hitting the right spot where we need to as the season starts, but we can always go a lot up from here. So, yeah, join along for the ride, and we're excited for the season.
Guys, you said it perfectly. I can't add anything else to that. So what they said, guys, get in on it. We appreciate every one of you guys. So we'll see you guys on Thursday. Peace, guys.
Later, guys.
See you guys.